We did play a little bit better. We moved the ball a little bit better. And I thought energy-wise, after the first 6 minutes, we picked it up a little bit. And then we kind of air went out of the balloon at the last 6 minutes. When we missed some wide open shots, I thought we let that affect us. But other than the first of the game and right toward the end of the game, I thought there was stretches we played really well.
That's what I saw. I saw 36 minutes of pretty good basketball. Were you impressed with the multiple efforts in those 36 minutes? Because I know we've talked about that.
Yeah, I was. And, you know, against somebody like San Antonio, 36 minutes not going to get it done. Other teams that might have got it done, but against them you got to play 48 minutes like that to try to come up with a win. But there was some good stuff. We're going to try to build on it. We're trying to get some consistency out of certain players and just keeping our intensity, our mental intensity up as high as we can get it.
Was that Sacre's best game, and if so, why?
Well, I think it was. I think he came in and definitely changed the complexion right off the bat. So that's what we kind of look at, not individual stats or anybody can get stats. On a bad team, somebody's got to score 20 points. So it doesn't, who cares? But he came in and changed the complexion. He picked up our defense and energy and talking. He did a lot of good things. Then statistic-wise, I guess that was his best rebounding game ever. And that's a big point. If he's going to play center, he's got to get 10 to 15 rebounds, and he did that last night.
I noticed you played Gasol and Sacre a lot. What did you like about that combo?
Again, I thought it changed the game. We saw it in practice the other day. I think Robert has improved enough to where we can still score with those two bigs on the floor, and our defense does pick up. So something that we will try to keep going forward with.
Mike is Nick and Jordan.
I think, well, I know Nick, I think, without stepping too far, I think he's playing for sure. I haven't talked to Jordan, but I've heard he's playing too. So hopefully both of them will be ready.
What do you think you can get out of Nick, just considering he's missed so many games?
Well, hopefully it depends on him. You never know. Could be rusty. Could be rusty the third game. Could be the first game. Could be the second game. Could be the second half. Could be the second time. Who knows? You just play it by ear. And as long as he's playing well, and then he'll stay on the floor. If not, then we'll sub him in and out. But it's good to get him back, and it's good to get him back in the flow.
What did come off the bench?
Yeah.
What did Nash do today?
He went through all of practice and get a little closer.
So
it's a possibility. We're not saying yay or nay, but we're trying to work him back.
Coach Xavier had a really good first half and then sort of disappeared offensively in the second half. Was that just a case of fatigue and getting back into game shape?
I think a little bit, but he was so good the first half. It's hard to repeat sometimes, and other guys got to pick up the slack. But obviously the first half was terrific, and if he can get back to what he was kind of doing that before anyway, and we're doing whole games like that. So I think a little bit fatigue, a little bit. This is San Antonio, and they tightened up a little bit, and he just has to be a little bit more selective about driving and kicking and all that.
Staying on Xavier, what has he improved on the most since becoming a Laker?
What we're trying to get him to improve more is being aware of the whole court and not just put your head down and, if you drive like he drives, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. It's almost like I'm hitting a home run or I'm striking out. And we like for him to hit some singles where he draws people and kicks it and just get a better feel of the game and not be like a bull in a china shop. Sometimes that bull looks good and sometimes it doesn't. We're trying to get the parts that doesn't look good out of his game.